Can you follow the method? Discharge stress. Don't worry about what you should be or could be. That's a mental fabrication. When you think of the future, you're creating something that doesn't exist. Stop doing that. You don't need to. Can you create a future without getting anxious or impatient or fantasizing? No. Stop doing it. And noticing also how these qualities, these mental qualities arise that dazzle us, seem absolutely compulsive, seem urgent, how they arise, and what gives them their power. Whereby one can remember something that happened 5-10 years ago, and it becomes extremely intense and painful and confusing. And that was 10 years ago. Well, here's the news. The past doesn't exist either. The future doesn't exist, and the past doesn't exist. And you may think, no, the past does exist. Look, I got my birth certificate. I was born. Definitely. It was yesterday. No, now you're looking at a piece of paper, aren't you? Now you're looking at the screen, aren't you? Right? That's where you're looking when you say the past exists. If you're looking in yourself, where's the past? Are you looking for guidance from a piece of paper and a Google Calendar? You take that, your refuge in that as your reality? Or would you like to actually get direct reality? What occurs is intensification, emotional agitation around things that I sense. Happened years ago, but now are happening now. It's getting very intense, getting excited, getting worried, getting agitated. If it was in the past, why is it happening now? It's not past, is it? And how come, if you've lived for 50 years, you only remember the particular incidents that have got some emotional pressure to them? You don't remember all the things that were just normal. You only remember things that were happy, sad, wonderful, depressing, fearful, annoying. You remember things that got intensity to them. So the past is really just a map or a presentation of the clinging, the emotional intensity that needs to be released. And this clinging, and you can sense that, because when it happens I feel gripped by it. When it happens I really attend to it. Oh, what's going on? Oh, this, that, oh no, that. Oh, that was great. Suddenly it floods my attention. Yeah. You can be thinking about the future. Oh, wonderful, this, that, the other. I'll paint the house, I'll do that, I'll decorate this, and you fall over because you weren't paying attention to the present. It can so flood you, visions of the future and the possibilities, and the past can suddenly well up and overwhelm you. You're seeing somewhere and you suddenly find yourself breaking down with sadness, agitation. What's happening? This is your emotional body. Just like you've got the physical body, you have an emotional body. The emotional body is made up of everything where there's some strong emotional charge in it. The depression, the anxiety, the joy, the passion, the grief. All that and it keeps coming up. Right? So you go to another country, you sit down, your emotional body says, here I am again. Remember? You've travelled 1,000 miles, you haven't got away from me. Yeah. How much of our life is spent trying to get away from our emotional body by doing something else? Finding something to take the pain away, to cure it. And how do we do that? We go out, taste something, think something, meet somebody, do something, suppress it, do something, meditate, stop it. Make it go away, change it to something better, more comfortable, more peaceful. No. 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 You need to discharge it. Just like you did by unplugging unskillful influences, the precepts, just as you do with disconnecting, unplugging when you do sit meditation. Stop going out, unplug. And begin to unplug those outgoing energies, returning. Now you need to unplug the emotional body. And this means meeting it. And this really is kind of where the whole nub of the Four Noble Truths is. Because dukkha is painful. So it's not a philosophy.